Hello and welcome to another episode of Automeet TV, where today we are in Andover attending the Caffeine Octane car meet.
Now, a bunch of cars are lined up. Everyone's here to talk about cars and have a good cup of coffee. It's a bit chilly because it's the start of the winter show. Anyways, we do have one thing to mention. Today's show is specially sponsored by Happy Treat. Happy Treat is a company that makes homemade treats. Now, what's so special about this company is that the treats are vegan friendly, dairy and gluten free, meaning that you'll sustain a healthy lifestyle while obtaining the same original taste. We also want to mention that they come in a stylish packaging, which is suitable to give out to your friends, your family, and even take it with you to work. We handed out a bunch of tasters to everyone we interviewed, and we wanted their honest opinion on these treats. And here are the answers.
I would say it's very similar to like a mix of a lemon sponge and a shortbread. Otherwise, it's really good.
Yeah, to be fair, I wanted to slate it because it's vegan, but it's actually not bad, to be fair. I owe you an apology, don't I, really?
No, it's great.
Take one and try one
Yeah.
and tell us your honest opinion. What do you think?
Really good, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah,
Like
really
them?
good. Yeah,
Take another one.
Excellent, I will do. We'll have that as well.
There's no sugars added, nothing.
Wow,
What do you think?
it's like the real deal.
Well guys, there you have it. Below in the description you will find a link to their store which contains an exclusive 10% discount on each purchase. So make sure you try out their new products and kindly leave them a review. Well anyways, let's get back to the video.
So we're standing next to two amazing cars. The gentleman here is the owner of this red car, and the gentleman here is the owner of this blue car. So first, we're going to start with you. Can you tell me a little bit about what's your car and how long have you owned it for?
Sure. My name's Jack. This is my Mazda Rx-8. I've had this dream to build this car for the last 4 years. I actually bought parts for 3 years before owning the car. And I had a garage full of parts and my wife says, you know, you're going mad, just get the car ready. And I found this one. The most important thing was having the sunroof. So this has got the sunroof. And then I put it all together and it's just been an amazing journey. And I wanted to give up a few times because I had a few problems. The engine blew, I had to have it redone. And I'm so glad I didn't because I think it's just absolutely beautiful.
Brilliant. And what made you go with this colour?
So it was between grey and blue. And I was just looking for the sunroof really, and 2005 or older because I wanted the cheaper tax bracket. So I went, but this one came up, it was a good price, good condition, so I bought it.
Brilliant. And can you introduce yourself and tell us about your car?
Yeah, my name's Jim. It's a 2006 RX-8 Evolve, which was the first UK special edition. It's in copper red, which is the best colour for an RX-8. I've had it for about 6 years now, and I also had exactly the same model 3 years before that. But that was a daily driver, and this is a fun car. Started off as a track car, been to the Nürburgring and back and all sorts of stuff, and now it's a bit of a show car.
Brilliant. So both of you are RX-8 owners. Can you tell the viewers, if someone wants to buy something like this, what tips and tricks to look out for when they're buying something like this?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Okay. What about you?
Buying an RX-8 is like buying any other car, so you have to buy on condition. Yeah, so that's the most important thing. So if you go and look at a car and it looks ropey and the bodywork looks ropey and all of that, the car's likely to be ropey. So you have to ask the owner about the service history, what it's done, what it hasn't done, when's the next time it needs an oil change. We can talk about oil changes till we're blue in the face as RX-8 owners, but it's about buying on condition. That's the most important thing. If it looks like a good car, most probably it is. And then after you've done all of that, then you just need to check the engine out, which is usually by doing a compression test.
The MOT report will tell you a lot, and that's the most important thing because it'll tell you if there's any rusted sills. That's a common problem on these cars. So if it's clean there, then you've got a good buy.
It was nice meeting you guys.
Very nice to
Thank
meet
you very much.
Cheers.
And
Appreciate it.
it was nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'm standing next to this amazing car. Gentleman over here, can you please introduce yourself
Yep, my name's Jamie.
and tell me a little bit about your car? It looks amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I've owned the car now for just over 2 years. All of the mods I've done myself. I'm in the trade, so a lot of it's easily accessible to do. Main one being the bonnet, one-off custom bonnet, which was made by me and a couple of the panel beaters, and obviously the Lambos, which is the biggest head turner. Other than that, it's just a few skirt kits, lowering kit, and that's an exhaust. That's pretty much it for the minute.
And what attracted you to buy this car?
I test drove one being in the trade back in 2012, absolutely fell in love with them. It's just been a long time goal to actually get one, trying to find one in red as well, which is the main idea that I wanted. So yeah, I've only just recently got one a couple of years ago.
Brilliant. And any tips and tricks for people that are looking to buy something like this?
I think the main tip for people is if you're going to get one, I think it's get one that's anywhere over 2014. I know they had a lot of recalls with piston valves and stuff like that, so if you're going to get one, make sure it's over 2014 plate. Other than that, they're quite a reliable car. That's the only thing I can say. Everyone loves them for the reliability, they're fun, you know, they're a very mid-range sports car, I suppose.
Well, here you have it. This is the Toyota 86, and thank you very much. It was nice to meet you. What's your Instagram?
It's J4M1E2.
Make sure to follow his content and check his car out.
Here at Caffeine and Octane, and I'm looking at this very nice, beautiful colour and beautiful car. Can you tell me a bit about it?
Yeah, man, so it's all official Nismo kit, V1, LMGT4s, sat on. It's got a remapped engine at 300 brake with a R35 GTR exhaust conversion throughout with custom tips, converted from 4 to 2. Obviously in the blue, waited a fair while for a blue one because you don't see too many. And like everyone knows it's the best colour, right?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I do agree. It does stand out from all the other cars which are parked here. I don't want to keep my voice as low as possible.
Don't offend no one. But yeah, it's nice. I waited a fair while for it. I waited a year before I bought it. I got it in 2015. And it's gone through like usual stuff like suspension, all that, trying to do all the subtle mods. Like I want a kind of clean look. I didn't want to go too aggressive, too custom. I didn't want to go like wide kit or anything like that. I mean, you get a lot of that about these days. I mean, I want to keep it kind of OEM plus. So like little custom headlights, just little things to make it a bit more, like it's nearly a 20-year-old car, you know, so to bring it into this kind of like more modern time. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look heavily modded. It just looks absolutely where it should be. So we can say you've owned this car for roughly 8-9 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've had it that long. It's never let me down. To be honest, it's a solid car. Like if people are going to buy one, like if they want a car, they can like mod. It's the right price to pick one up, kind of 8, 9, 7 grand, something like that, and then you can just like, there's so much selection for modifications. Like you can do so much these cars to kind of make them your own. I'd say it's quite a good start car, but it's like anything. Once you get into these cars, the tax bracket's quite high. Like if you get anything from a 2005, so a HR model, you're looking at £700 like tax a year, which for like a youth, that's quite a lot of money, you know.
It is quite a lot of money. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how reliable would you say this car is?
I'd say it's a good solid 8, you know. Like it depends. It's like anything though. If you treat your car well and you look after it, it's going to do all right. I mean, it's not. I would say it's not problematic or anything like that. I don't get in it and panic every day thinking, is it going to start? Like it's nice. It's a nice car as long as you look after it and you like just take your time and just pump money into actual maintenance rather than just slapping some bolt-ons and some wheels. Like you're going to be all right.
Yeah. I agree. We have one last question. If you had the opportunity to buy your dream car, what would it be?
It's a difficult one, you know. An RX-7's pretty up there, but it's like anything, they're mad money, and then it's the maintenance. I've got an RX-8 as well, which is rotary engine. Like I love it, but I think the RX-7's the one, you know. Like if you get a nice one, like, but it's just cash.
Yeah. I mean, all these old cars, vintage cars, like you really do need to look after them. It's not like these new cars where they all look the same and they're electric and stuff. Well, anyway, it was nice talking to you.
Thank you, my brother.
And yeah.
So I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. Okay. Across this unique car. I don't see these very often. They're like gems here in the UK. So can you tell me a bit about it?
Okay, so it imported quite a few years ago. I've owned it 2 years now. It's a Toyota Crown estate, or chassis number JZS171. Toyota people would know that. It's a factory 1JZ Toyota engine. Was auto, it's now been manual swapped with a BMW gearbox. Bigger turbo, so it's running a GT30 76R ball bearing turbo, which is T-foot and R-modded, for any of you people that might know that. It's running 400 brake, a 1.3 bar. Odd other little things as well, really. I daily drive it. It's not the cleanest example, but they're not that well known at the moment. Everyone raves about the Chasers, which... all you Chasers fans, sorry, but it's an estate and it's quicker.
Well, I mean, you know, coming to this show, I'm looking at all these cars. This one does really stand out. I looked at it straight. I'm like, a Crown, like because I don't see these very often. So how many years have you owned this car?
2 years, and I've daily driven it the whole 2 years as well, all the way through the winter. A lot of people are going to hate it for that. I've not undersealed it because you underseal them and then rust can be hides the rust, and before you know it, it's too late. So I prefer not undersealing because then you can attack the rust the moment you see it, really. But otherwise, it's 2 years. It's done me amazing. Not a single issue.
That's great to hear. So during that period of time, the 2 years, on a scale of 1 to 10, how reliable would you say this car is?
10 out of 10. It's been one of the best cars I've owned, actually, to be honest. I've had a VW, MX-5s. The MX-5s have been great. I've had a Fiat, but this is the best cars ever. I'll probably never sell it, to be honest.
That's nice to hear. We do have one last question. If you had the opportunity to own your dream car, what would it be?
Okay, so I've dailied a Supra for a week. This does everything the Supra does, just 10 times better, honestly. Handles better, it's lighter, more, same engine pretty much, but dream car. I'd have to be an R32 or something. Keep going, take it easy. I'll tell me yeah, I will, perfect. Sorry, that was a friend. Dream car, it would have to be an R32 Skyline, or yeah, it would have to be an R32 Skyline or something like that.
Well, I mean, every person out there has different opinions on this. You know, I've heard some people who said that their dream car is a Lupo.
Yeah.
Even though they have the opportunity to buy any car, they're like, I'd rather go for a Lupo because I absolutely love that car.
Yeah.
And so it's very nice to hear different opinions. So if someone wants to come across owning the same car.
Okay, so there are a few of these here in the UK for sale. They all came auto, sadly, but the autos are very good boxes. You've got like a flappy pad on them, so you've got shift buttons on the steering wheel. Otherwise, issue-wise, there's no issues with them at all. Straight out of the factory, amazing cars. There is one, so this is well known for all the JZs, is the crank pulley. After 20 years or so, they do like to just fall apart. So if you are going to get one, replace that as soon as possible. If you're going to import one, again, time about your usual stuff. You could save some money importing one yourself, but if you go through someone like some import company, you're going to have a big price on middleman. Otherwise, here in the UK, again, there's a few examples here in the UK, and they're all not badly priced. 10 grand for a JZ chassis car, amazing, compared to your Chasers and stuff.
Well, that's lovely to hear. Thank you very much for your time.
No worries.
It was a very nice interview, and yeah, man, enjoy.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for another episode of Auto Meet TV.
Now, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, support us, and share our content. Everything will be in the description below, such as the Instagram, links to all the people who participated in today's show, as well as our main sponsor for today's show, which is the Happy Tree Company. Now, we would like to mention that you will get a 10% discount for every purchase made throughout the link, so make sure you visit, and we'll see you in the next video.
Adios.